We are going to go over angle vocabulary. A point is a spot on a line. It doesn't have a particular size or shape. We most often recognize it as a dot, and it has a capital letter there to label it. If we were to write it down somewhere as an answer, we would call it point and then label with that same capital letter. This time it is point C. A line is a group of points that are connected. And they are connected in a way that creates a straight path. So we could draw a line like this. And with lines, it's important to remember that they go on forever. So we have the arrows at the end instead of leaving those off. And we name a line by identifying 2 points on it. So this would be line A, B. And we would notate that or write that down as the capital letters A, B, and then put the line notation over it. Intersecting lines are lines that cross. Perpendicular lines are a type of intersecting line, but these lines cross to form 90-degree angles. So we will often see that they have the little box there to notate that it is 90 degrees. Parallel lines are a group of lines, 2 or more, that never intersect. So as long as I draw these out in either direction, they will never cross. A segment is a portion of a line, and we draw that by showing the 2 endpoints. Again, those points are labeled. So this would be segment CD or segment DC. We can name it either way, just like with a line. We said this was AB, but we could also name it BA. And then if I were to write this down as an answer, I would call that segment CD, or I could also say segment DC. And a ray is a part of a line as well, just like a segment, but instead the ray starts at 1 point and goes on forever in that direction. So we would draw that endpoint and then show that it is going on forever. We would label that endpoint, and this time we're labeling it as F, and then label another point on that ray. I will name that as H. So when we go to write that, this would be ray FH. We would show the ray symbol above that. What is special about rays is that we always begin naming it with that endpoint. So this symbol, this drawing here, would never be ray HF because H is not the endpoint. It is just a point on the line that is continuing. An angle is formed when 2 or more rays meet. So here I could have ray, we'll name this X, and this will be Y. So this is ray XY, and it is intersecting with ray XW to create the angle WXY, or we could say YXW. And since there are no other points and angles around the vertex X, then we could name this angle X as well. It is important that we always name the angle with the vertex as the middle point when we are using all three letters. And the vertex again is that point right here where the two rays meet. There are a few types of angles that we are going to review. The first is a straight angle, and a straight angle equals 180 degrees, and that is what a line is. A right angle equals 90 degrees, and that is shown by when two lines or two rays meet to form as a perpendicular lines, so that forms at 90 degrees, and we normally put that box there. And then an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. So that could be an angle that might look something like this. And then an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. And that might be an angle that looks like this. So what's important when we are drawing our angles is that we have the arrows at the ends, since they are created with rays, and rays go on forever in that one direction. And when we are showing the measurement for an angle, it is important that we use the degree symbol as well.